A group of left-wing activists and other attention seekers set sail on a beautiful cruise across the Mediterranean Sea. Their destination was not the Gaza Strip and the people waiting for help. The crew knew very well that they would never get there. They also knew that this would happen. The pro-Palestinian crew led by Greta Thunberg was detained by Israeli authorities. There were also Poles on board, including Franciszek Sterczewski, a member of Donald Tusk's government coalition, who was one of the first to call out for help. An urgent request: intercede on my behalf and of my companions with the Polish authorities. Left-wing activists and politicians live truly interesting lives. This is a propaganda mission. We also remember how Mr. Sterczewski behaved on the border with Belarus. Without a doubt, humanitarian activities should be carried out by organizations that deal with humanitarian aid on a daily basis and actually help civilians. Donald Tusk, as expected, defends the MP who was eager to gain media attention. My job is not to judge his motives, but to provide consular assistance, just as I would to any other citizen. But the foreign minister emphasizes, I have no hostages to exchange. You are going at your own risk. However, it is clear that in the case of MP Sterczewski, it is difficult to talk about responsibility. When Islamic immigrants brought in by Alexander Lukashenko stormed the Polish border, he was running along the Polish-Belarusian border with bags filled with supplies for the new arrivals. Mr. Franciszek Sterczewski has already proven in the past that he feels more comfortable in the role of a happenster than a politician. These were harmful actions on the Polish-Belarusian border. Now he sailed to one of the most dangerous regions in the world with a mission which was at best vaguely defined. Those leftists won't provide any help to anyone. Their goal was simply to promote their leftist formation. This gentleman went without a delegation, so his parliamentary salary should be cut, unless he was sent by the Marshal of the Parliament. But that would be even worse. Well, this is a typical chutzpah organised by leftists. It wouldn't matter if it were his own money, but Mr. Sterczewski's activities are financed by taxpayers, as is the aid he is now demanding. The war will not end because some member of parliament took part in a cruise. It will not help any Palestinians, but it may harm Poland. Sterczewski is a member of parliament, so he represents a Polish state. When he ran with a bag on the border with Belarus, he made himself a laughingstock. But above all, he weakened our country at a time of hybrid attack from Belarus. When he officially engages as a Polish MP in a political stunt in a foreign country at a time of huge international crisis, he harms our country and the Polish people. The crew members will probably be deported by Israel. It is true that they did not help the inhabitants of the Gaza Strip, which was to be expected from the outset, but they achieved another important goal. They drew lots of attention to themselves.